Yo, what is up? How we doing? It's been a while. And now let us play. If you recall, the ULM Warhawks are going in a very wrong direction, defensively giving up 55 points to Southern Miss. Probably the low point in Coach Dickey's career. Probably the low point in my career as a player on this game. And with that said, let's check just real quick anybody that might be ready to visit. I don't know, is this even a home game? Are we playing at Georgia? Georgia's only got one game, or one win I should say, this season, and it just recently came, so you know what that means. They're getting shit fired up at the wrong time for us to be playing them. And we will probably face the wrath, I guess. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But anywho, these dudes want to visit, right? Let's give them a visit. Georgia visit is there for anybody. This is a home game for us. So Harrison's only got one visit scheduled. Let's see if we can get in here. So this is the one they haven't come to. Look tight end. Possibly one of the guards will play with. So good enough. Everybody's ahead, so I don't know. Phil Walker, there's no bonus for sending him any of these weeks, so we'll wait for now. Trent Berry's way ahead. Does he have a scholarship offer to him? Oh, shit. Yep, he's got a scholarship offer in. We're pretty comfortably in the lead. Tate Mason here. We scouted him. We know he's shit. We know he's absolute garbage. Play recognition, pursuit, hit power, it's all weak. It's very weak. I don't know if we want to do anything for him or not. But just to check, let's see where bonus points are for him visiting. Got the complimentaries. Arkansas State game just got everybody. It's a rival game. It's a game we think we should win. So, all that said, did we get some commits last week? Might have got some commits. Brian Williams is the lowest of our dudes. He's going way down. There's no way we can get him. Going down 700 a week. Which is unfortunate. DeLuca's still going down. I don't know where all these points came from that we have. I really don't. Oh shit, we got something with this one. Bill Sullivan. Play recognition, pursuit, tackle, zone cover. Is this a safety? Throw power is a 90 and 81 accuracy. This guy could be something quarterback wise, or he's a hell of a safety. Not really Yeah, I shouldn't say a hell of a safety. He's not very fast, but
You go fuck yourself and your fat fucking ass.
we should probably offer him a scholarship at the very least, I'd say. He's a long way from locking. Long way. Kicker situation isn't good. So we've got 2 recruits. One of them we probably need to part ways with. We don't want to lose our punter. Or do we? Do we want to lose the punter and we want to go after the kicker?
Want a few drinks and smoke a joint, Bubbles? Yes.
I don't know. Yeah. The one punter we were losing. One of the punters or one of the kickers we were losing. You see how Toledo's coming up $5.95 a week. We're gonna end up losing this guy unless we go crazy and we start. I mean, why would I give him that much? If we give him 200 and he's only going down 400 a week, that would make take another 3 weeks. But I don't want to give him that point. I'd rather give him this, right? We've been going after him all season, right? Let's scout. I hate to waste a fucking scout on this. Alright, that guy's not as good. This dude's kick power is pretty solid.
Want a few drinks and smoke a joint, Bubbles? Yes.
I don't know that we need to get too crazy with this dude, do we? He's going up. Probably makes more sense to offer him a scholarship instead of giving him so many points. Come on, commit right away. Nope. Alright, but this guy can probably go off the list. He's not that good. Kick accuracy's a 65. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Toledo can have him. Alright. We got 200 points to fuck with. I'm not sure why Dorian Caldwell wants to come here. But he's not bad. Carrying is a 92. Route running, release, pretty solid. Probably eventually become fairly elite with that. Ball carrier vision is not terrible. I mean, maybe somehow. This is break tackle. 57. He's not probably a running back. Phil Walker's secondary dude. We need to give him all the points we can. He's going off, but I don't think we're gonna bring him to lock. Not sure what DeLuca is. Fuck, SMU's coming hard on Harrison now. This dude we're giving points to, but he's so far away from locking. This dude's gonna be a challenge trying to get him to lock as well. Just running out of time. This guy's got a scholarship offer, so hopefully we can get quarterbacks because we will have 0 on our roster next year. We've got Joe Cox, the athlete, that we're gonna convert, but other than that, it's dicey. Trent Berry looks good to go. He's not terrible either. Tyler Davis. I think we'll eventually land him. It's just, again, a matter of trying to get him to lock. This dude's almost committed. DJ Moore. So yeah, I don't know where all the points came off the books last week. It's been somebody already removed. If we can push this guy to lock sooner, that might be a good one to spend it on. Phil Walker, we need probably to jack the points. It's a 72. This guy's a 40.
Well, I mean, every note I play, I have a very precise principle and theoretical reason.
South Carolina's got that visit coming up. They could snatch some back, so we're keeping the points there. Makes sense for now. Still got a visit from IU where they might pop back in. They might pop back into the contenders there. Southern Miss went up 460. Fuck. We might lose him. Gonna be a fist fight to get Terrence Jackson landed here. Like to throw some points at Caldwell. Chris Riley. This dude's a 96 in speed, so of course I'm interested in trying to do something with that. Chris Harrison's fighting with SMU. We might not land him either. Looks like Curtis Scott might be done unless we get a real good visit. We just need some people to fucking sign. This guy's probably lost cause. I don't think we can do anything about this. Yeah. Well, we should just take the points off this guy. This guy seems like a sure thing, right? There's no way they can catch up. That visit shouldn't secure the deal. Yo, Sod Ferris, what's going on? How's the new job treating me? Still very early. I'm thankful that it's a contract job and I don't have to like make a decision about this place for the rest of my life. Because I know I don't want to work. The company that I'm working for as a contractor is great, but the company that we're contracted through is a very large health insurance company, and they are a mess. It's an absolute nightmare. Everything is so messy. Their systems and like trying to log in because of all the security. It's pretty brutal. Pretty brutal, but I mean, once I start getting full weeks and the paychecks come in, it's good enough. It's good enough. How are you doing, bud? Good to see you in here. We're going to play against Georgia eventually. I'm trying to squeeze every little penny out of this. You know how we do it. Trying to make this work and get everybody locked. Having some fears about getting everybody locked. Shit, I got 5 more points. I gotta go get one more possible prospect. Getting into a close battle with some of these guys. Might better take a couple points off Bradford, I don't know. We need a backup quarterback though. Next year we will have one guy as a quarterback as of right now. That's it. Doesn't seem very good. All these cornerbacks and shit, I don't know which way they're gonna fall. Southern Miss still has a visit. They could end up taking Robbie Jackson back from us. Matt Robinson just had a visit, looking good there. Got Navy beat. Still got Boston College coming up. Just take just a little snippet of points off of each of these dudes. I'm afraid Arkansas is going to come back in and snag him. Auburn's in a spot there. They might better snag him. Curtis Scott. Somehow OU jumped us last week, so got a couple points trying to fix that problem. Courtney Joseph is just so far away from locking. Pretty fearful that we're not going to get that one done. I think we should take all the points off this dude. I don't think we can get him. I think it's too late in the game for him. Bill Sullivan's got a long way to go before he locks, so Terry Butler probably okay. It's not very important, that's for sure. So let's give this guy a few more. Get his points back. Special teams is a nightmare. We're trying to do something, upgrade that. Zach Mitchell and Courtney Joseph, they're slow running backs as the game here. We've got these guys back there hundreds. I don't know. I don't think they need these really. These 5 points. Snag just this little sliver of points. Does it make a difference? I don't know. This guy's so far ahead, it's just a matter of locking him again. So I don't know. I feel like this guy's good to go. This guy will be okay as soon as he lock. It's just a matter of will we lock him or not. He's 51%. Is he ready for a visit? Yeah, we didn't sketch him for a visit because he's not giving any bonuses, so I'm not gonna do that right now. This guy's a possible safety, possible quarterback. He could be a damn good quarterback. 90 throwing power, 81 accuracy. Glad to hear you're not hating the contract. Yeah, it's like starting off, I'm expecting to be busy the entire time, and they make us do all this training and shit just so we can get access to their systems, and I'm like, I'm only getting, last week I only got like 8 hours of work. I'm like, I need 40 hours of work to make a living. Unemployment tried to screw me because I did some work one time, made $150. Like, that's not a full-time job, right? That's not a return to work. I made $150 doing some project work for a friend. And I reported it to be fair and legal. And that one time, $150, they want to say cancels, negates my unemployment because I did work and I reported it and I did the legal thing. They want to say that I no longer deserve any unemployment benefits. And so they're saying I owe them $3,000. I owe them $3,000 because of one time making $150. Tell me how that makes sense. Oh, now I see who we landed last week. Matt Jones signed. That's why we had a bunch of extra points. It's good. It's good. Okay. Defensive end. One defensive end we have now landed. This guy's such a low lock rate. Do I need to throw at him? I think we're going to lose this dude. So we've added a few more points, try to stop the bleeding here, but he might be off the list next week. We got to go after the main attractions. Right now, so they've got 2 targets to find. Where did this dude come from? It's 100% locked. Never mind. So Bill Sullivan's a possible quarterback. He's a stud, dude. I mean, he could probably play safety. He's a little slow. His strength's not great. But tackling's decent enough. Pursuit, play recognition, man coverage, zone coverage. Guy can play some safety. He's got a huge arm, though. Unemployment is such a headache. My brother went through something very similar. Most people don't want to be on unemployment or on it because of the need. You know, if you make your own money while on it, it's at the end of the world. Yeah, exactly. I thought by reporting $150, they might say, okay, we won't give you quite as much money. But then it asks you a question. Is this full-time work? Is this a return to work? And I clearly stated no. and then they said, we need information. We need you to like explain this. And it said something about a full if this is a full salary, or if this is a full week's pay or something, it may interfere with your unemployment claim, because if it's a full week's pay, it looks like you're back to work full time, right? It was $150, and so I put in my appeal in the information. I said, I at no point in the last 20 years would consider $150 a full week's pay. So do the fucking math. Look at what I used to make versus $150 and tell me that's a return to full-time work. Under no circumstances. And then how, like, if they wanted me to pay back that 1 week, if they thought, okay, 1 week you were not unemployed, I could get down with that. I can understand it. But then the next 4 weeks or whatever, and then they try to say I owe them $3,000. I'm like, fuck you, dude. You'll take me to prison. I ain't paying that back. And for what? It's my money. It's my tax dollars I've paid. Like, that's the thing about unemployment. If you've worked and you've had a job most of your life, you're just getting your own tax dollars back. It's not anybody else's money but my own. I've earned it, right? For having a full-time job all these other weeks. Just absolutely mind-blowing. And so we'll see what happens. It said something about it could interfere with your federal tax returns. And I'm like, fuck you, dudes. I don't ever get money back on my tax returns. So you can go ahead and take negative money. There ain't no money for you. Just nonsense. So yeah, we've been trying to figure that shit out. Dude, I just booted this dude right off the list. That's funny. I'm not gonna sign or offer a 41 overall dude. I know for sure that. I think Ryan Love was in our system for a minute. Behind 2,900 points. That's why we took him off. Calvin Lawson with a K. He's 2,600 points back. Fuck that. Maurice. 6'3", 218. That's a beefy boy at safety. I don't think we can come back from 1,460 points though. 695 we might be able to come back from. Pitch info looks good. Brandon Parks. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. 620 on the squat. He runs a 490 or 49. That's good for a 300-pounder. Alright. We'll add him. Very low expectations for any of these guys that might come through. Keith Jordan. We had Tatum on our list not too long ago. Had to boot him because he is not responding to the treatment. Maurice. 1460 is a lot. They've got a scholarship offer out to him. That's all I need to see. Slater, Justin Slater. Not too bad. Pitch info ain't great. He's slow. We need speed, dude. I'm willing to take a lower rated guy if they're speedy. Zach Hubbard's not too bad. Hit power's not good. Coverage is shit. Absolute shit. We like the bigger safeties can sometimes be converted to outside linebackers. And this guy does not fit that mold at all for us. Like 6'1", 200. He could be mixed up into a outside backer. He's not very fast, so you probably have to. His tackle skills aren't terrible. .6'1", 207 with decent speed and zone coverage. Not bad. That could be a safe. He could possibly be moved to a, because we need backers more than we need safeties. Trenton Sharp though has got a 4.48. Speed, agility, acceleration, jumping. Trenton Sharp. That's not terrible. Remember that name. This guy isn't too bad. He's not too far ahead of everybody. He's terrible with man coverage. Let's get out of there. Oh, free safety. Jamal Edwards from Montreal. Ain't bad. 4.38 speed. Where have you been hiding, dude? How did we not find this guy sooner? Put him on the list. This dude cuts us off the list as soon as there's somebody who's better than him. I don't want fucking losers like that on the team. Oh, a little bit of competition. Oh, I don't want to go to your school anymore. Fucking prick. Wants a guaranteed starting position. Ain't nothing guaranteed. Except for pain. Need to find your 360 so I can play NCAA. Been craving it. It's that time of year, right? Football season. It just kind of gets the itch going, and it's like when I started playing this during the summer when there's no football at all and we weren't sure if the season was even going to happen. It's like got me ratcheted up. Off stream, I've been playing some Minecraft with my daughter, getting plenty of video game time with her. She doesn't really know how to play the game or actually care. She just wants me to build her houses and things, and it's like a lot of work. I've been doing it at night when she sleeps, so when she wakes up we don't have to make pickaxes and shit. It's all that stuff's ready to go, and she just goes to work on cutting down mountains basically. But we are really starting to skim the barrel here. St. Mary's, Ohio is not far from me. Almost went near there this weekend. Minster, Ohio, for Oktoberfest. So we got, he's not bad speed, but these guys aren't anything special. We've got plenty of average cornerbacks already on the list and already on the team, so just looking for JUCOs, anything that stands out we somehow missed prior to now. This dude's got the block shedding. He's big enough he could play DN. Play recognition's garbage, so middle backer's probably not the right job. Power moves are shit though, so block shedding without power moves or finesse moves. 5'9", 243. Wow, a little fucking chode. What are we doing? What are we doing? None of these are any good. Looking for JUCOs, any kind of surprises, any kind of freaks. Is there a 300-pound middle backer or some shit? Anybody who's super fast, like a 4.46? Be a good special teamers possibly. His tackling's not that good. Minecraft's fun, but it's such a grind. Exactly, yeah. It's addictive, right? Because once you finally figure out what you want to do, you're like, oh man, I just want to keep digging. I want to get all these blocks. I want to take these back. And I know, like, I started taking the mountain that we built a house in and trying to carve out the outside so it's like straight, clean lines. And you have to like stack the dirt to stand on the dirt like a scaffolding. And it's just like, then I fell one time in the middle of the night and I died. And I lost all my shit. But so I came back and I built a chest. And I just kept grinding and filling them up and just getting every little thing worked out. Nick Cook's not bad. We might have to come back for him. We've got 35. I'm afraid to play this game after what Georgia has done to us, right? Or what Southern Miss did to us last week. 55 points I gave up. I had a chance to come back and win it too. I tied the game. We were going to go to overtime. And motherfucker, if they didn't have a huge kickoff return, ended up getting in field goal position, kicking the game winner with no time left. Broke my fucking heart, dude. And that's kind of why I haven't been playing this as much. It's just because I've been getting beat and it hurts. It feels bad. Let's see what happened last week. As you see, 58 to 55. Illinois still undefeated. This team maybe going to make it into the Super 3 next year. Maryland 40 to 29. They're 4-2. Minnesota keeps rolling. Stanford gets the win. They're up to 5th. Ball State wins 5-1. Unranked though. Utah wins. San Jose State. UCLA edges Nevada just by a bit. Air Force having a good year. Beats all up on FCS. Navy gets the big win over App State. Can't forget that Navy is a national champ from last year. And while I'm sitting here thinking about it, sometimes forget to do this. Let's open up the betting. Let's open it up. If you should desire to bet on me. Playing against Georgia. Georgia has struggled this year, 1-5. So let's just go with the straight bet. Will I win? Will I win? Straight up. Exclamation point bet with the pick of win or lose. And then your money or nickel and dime bet amount. Get you in here. We'll start this game shortly. You have 4 minutes and 40 seconds if you want to do a bet. Arizona takes the L for the first time. Texas A&M 17th ranked. Oregon beats Arizona State and jumps up into the rankings. 22nd. Old Dominion beats Syracuse. Arkansas State, we cannot wait to play you. We cannot wait. We need you on our rivalry game. Unvictorious all season. We need a cupcake game, please. Mexico State loses to FCS this week as well. West Virginia gets a win. Washington State loses to Utah State. Iowa beats Tulsa. BG wins. Liberty's 4-2. Now back in the Sun Belt after a couple years in the Super 3. Miami, Ohio wins. Virginia, La Tech, LSU destroys Ole Miss. And Georgia beats Tennessee. Tennessee's not having a real great year either. 1-5. UNLV wins. Michigan gets the big win. They're up to 12th. Texas Tech, TCU 6-1. Houston wins. Arkansas 6-2. Missouri wins 5-2. Cal 6-1, having a good year. Florida wins, beats Duke. Auburn beats La Tech. They're 16th ranked. Makes us feel a little bit better since we lost to them earlier in the year. New Mexico beats Nebraska. Baylor wins. Western Michigan wins. Wake wins. NC State. NC State breaking the system. Non-super conference team. 18th ranked. UCF wins. OU loses to Kansas. Notre Dame gets a win. That's their second now in a row. Starting something there. Hawaii wins. Clemson. UMass gets their first win. Oklahoma State. What has happened to them? They were in the Super 3 last year and they were destroyed. And now their program is in tatters. Colorado State wins. Marshall wins. BYU's 5-1. BC beats Pitt. 19th in the country. Army wins. Top 10 team now. North Carolina. Florida State. Having a pretty good year. I think this is their first year in the Super Conference. The Maroon Division there. Beats Mississippi State. Mississippi State's having a rough go. Texas wins. Barely beats SMU, but stays number 1. Toledo wins. Washington's ranked. And that'll do it. You bet 10,000 on it. Are you confident, bro? 100,000 is the limit, but I'm not sure. I don't know if anybody has 100,000 channel points yet. 10,000, man. I'll try to win. I know the times that you've bet big sums, I have not done well. I'll try to change that. And here's the top 10. Indiana gets up to number 2. This could be a rematch of the year Indiana won the Natty. Texas was the team they played back when Coach Dickey was there. They've got Ohio State coming up, though. Michigan State's still undefeated. They got a few first place votes. Last year's national champs got Army in a 4-9 matchup. Stanford versus Arizona State could be a good one. App State versus Pitt. South Carolina, Mississippi State. Illinois has a first place vote. Fuck off with that. 88 overall. Florida State, Auburn's going to be a good one. Southern Miss ain't no joke. Good luck, LSU. They'll probably destroy them, but Michigan, Minnesota. Nice game there. Auburn, Florida State, as we said. SMU, Oklahoma U should be good. Arizona State, Stanford will be nice. Oregon, Washington. Going to be some changes happening, and we're unranked, so hopefully we can get back in this list. Dropped out from number 20. We don't even have any votes. They're not even giving us any votes. Yikes. Just a quick look at the Heisman Watch. HD Problem leading the way with 1,000 touchdowns he's had this year. Followed by Antoine Jackson having a heck of a year for LSU. Not really high rated though, only an 82. Austin Suggs, South Carolina, a running quarterback, getting a lot of touchdowns. Lawrence Thomas, Arkansas running back, putting up some big runs, big numbers. Daniel Blanco has got Florida State on the map again this year. Only an 83 overall, but 23 carries for 120 yards. Handling the load. So I'm pretty sure our conference championship hopes are gone. We've beat LSU, so we have the tiebreaker there. Auburn, we do not. They beat us. Southern Miss, they beat us. They still got a lot more games to play than we do conference-wise. That said, La Tech's on the fringe here. guess there is an outside chance. If I play Florida State still this year, there's maybe somehow, some way we could still get into the conference championship, where we will then play South Carolina maybe, or Miami, who beat the piss out of us earlier this year.
Hey, Greg.
All right, here it is. It's a little scary to think that this is pretty fair matchup, right? Look at the offense, 88. Defense for us is a little bit off. Our special teams is what it is. And we're not going to wear the all brown, so that should help our chances. We went with the All Browns last week, and it did not give us any luck, that's for sure. I don't like the black on black. The shoes don't look right on this game. I hate these Adidas shoes. They don't look very good. I like the Nikes on here a lot better. But this ain't a fashion show. This is about fucking people up and beating them within inches of their life on a football field. And that said, are we going to run a 4-2-5? I've been tossed around this idea. We've been getting burnt so bad on pass plays. Let's do it. Why not? Here we go. Take the supplements for the mind and body strength, you know. How we do it. You know how we do it around here. We've been here. It's just business at this point. Gotta get a win, salvage our season. Desperately close to, maybe not even close. We might actually be the worst defense in terms of points given up. But that's made our offense, the pass offense, first ranked. So we're always trying to play catch up and trying to score fast at the end of the games. We've had a little quarterback controversy last game. Southern Miss, we ended up benching Baldwin, so more than likely I'm going to start our boy Murphy. Baldwin and Murphy, both seniors, both gone this year, as Washington, the greatest tight end to ever step foot at this college, that's for sure. He may be approaching Chris Sims' level at App State. He might be the greatest tight end Coach Dickey's ever coached, just because of how well he blocks, because the dude is a beast. 275, he could probably be an offensive tackle. Wide receiver, left end, and cornerback holding it down for the Bulldogs. Quarterback's still out. That's a nice thing, I think. Torn pectoral, 1 week. Let's go. Here it is. Warhawks, Louisiana Monroe, hosting the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia fighting for their Super 3 conference survival. Should they lose, There may not be any coming back from it. They might be out. May not have a choice but to be back into the SEC next year instead of the Super 3. The ULM scores and scores in bunches, mostly punching it in on the ground, but they'll do whatever they got. They'll score however. I mean, it's like bar time, 2 in the morning. You score however you can at that point because your window's closing. It's kind of how this offense operates because the defense has just been so absolute horrible in the secondary. Big plays after big plays. Special teams giving up kick returns, costing us the game last week, giving them such good field position. They just casually walk out on the field with 30 seconds left, fucking push it into a extra point distance field goal. Was not feeling good about that. What's new? What's new? Always bitching. This fucking defense sucks. The worst defense I've ever had, that's for sure. And so we go. Let's take these supplements real quick before we start on offense again. Seems like we have been starting on offense most games this year. But you know what I did with that $150 I got, right? That fucked up my unemployment. That $150 was used for only the most important and urgent of needs. Remind me if you want to see what some of that money went towards. I'll post a picture in Discord. I posted it in someone else's Discord when we were talking about it with Stoner Gamer. But I don't think I've shown you all. So I would be happy to do that. Supplements, question mark? Yes. But not just supplements. Tools and devices as well for the administration. That's what I was going to show was this. It's like there's this company, I don't even know how I heard about them. I read an article about how all the Silicon Valley bros were buying these like water bongs that they make. And the water bongs are like $300 or $400. I'm like, dude, no way. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna spend that much money on anything. My first car cost a lot less than that. But they had they call it like a spoon pipe. There's a lot of people that have glass ones, or some people even have like metal ones. But this one is made to kind of look like an actual tobacco pipe. It's heavy duty. It's like 2 pounds. It's solid as shit. But then it's got a glass pipe like a glass inset to help it stay clean, and carbon filters. It's been pretty nice. And it was not it was a lot less than that. It was like a quarter of that price. But cheers and chongs, here we go. Alright, Georgia ain't giving us too much on the kick return. There's something about the airflow through it that makes it burn really well and clean. And then the carbon filter in it. Gotta be good for my lungs somehow, some way. But yeah, it's it is effective. It does the job. I'm not sure what their QB is all about, if he's a running QB or not. But I do know we need some fucking create some turnovers, so we'll go with the strip ball for now until it comes back to haunt us. Here we go. First play of the game, Baldwin's in. We gotta take him out. And Problem's gonna take it around the left side for 4. See, you went over 1,000 yards last week. Set the season rushing touchdown record for the school. Gonna add to that mark, hopefully a couple today. Let's get Murphy in there. Murphy came in and just fucking lit it up. I think he came in like late second quarter and he still had over 400 yards passing. See, J-Rob's got a +1. He is the speedier of the quarterbacks. We leave him as the second quarterback so we can easily use the sub option while you're in play calling and just do a formation with the backup QB. Works nicely for some QB sneaks and maybe a quick option run. Playing a human opponent, they would most likely recognize it, and you would see the quarterbacks in kind of like a wildcat formation and expect run more often than not. But look at this. All right, you're stupid. Washington straight up. Easy. Go. They can't do that. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? They so crazy. 1 second though. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if it's noticeable on the stream. But I've been playing with the night light on. It's just easier on my eyes. Like the screen on the computer is a little bit more like warm tone. If you notice that change, let me know. I'll fix it. But I think that's my monitor and not the actual feed, so it should be fine. And this is just what Murphy does. This is the air raid quarterback. This is the guy who just flings it all over the field. And he did run the ball a little last week in desperate times. He was able to get a couple first downs with the legs. Maybe because Southern Miss is not quite as good defensively as Georgia. I'm not going to try our luck too much in this game. But that's the main reason he wasn't starting all along. Both quarterbacks fucking throw interceptions like it's their job. I'll take some of the blame for that. But Baldwin's mobility has given him the starting position most of the season prior to now. They're trying to strip the ball. Trying to pop that baby out. So... Didn't notice anything. Okay, so yeah, when I started to think about it, it's a monitor setting. It doesn't affect what's coming out of the Xbox, but I wasn't quite sure. Get that first. Come on, there we go. As the numbers show, offense has not been a problem. Turnovers have been disgusting and at times almost comical. How the game has just absolutely destroyed me and stupidly made me fumble after I'd already thrown 4 interceptions. It's just like no break. But we can move the ball most time. I do feel like something's off in the color because George's helmets and shit look almost orange. Very orangish. When I turn the night light off, it doesn't look as orange, but I don't know. 2nd and 22 now. There it is again. Thank you for giving me this Washington up straight up the top. Oh, almost got picked. You see how Murphy had lost the starting job because of passes like that. And then you add the lack or limited running ability. He ended up sitting on the sidelines with a clipboard in his hand. The simple answer to that play is just put a little more air in it, right? Just don't throw it on a line. Let's try again. Throw that. We're bound and determined to throw a pick. It feels like he just doesn't have the arm strength to get that towards the back of the end zone. And then I did not expect the other safety to come over and help. What are we doing? We gotta punt it? 4th and 22 is ridiculous. Punt it? I mean, the thing is that if the game goes into hyperdrive and it wants them to get a touchdown, it doesn't matter what the fucking starting position is. So maybe going for it is the move. I need something with a corner route. Come on, hurry up. We take this penalty and we will punt it instead. Yep. Couldn't get the audible. I did think Washington might come open with the tight end streak seam cheese play that we seem to be able to get away with a lot. But we punt instead. That's how fate sometimes tells you. Sometimes the game says what it wants you to do. And by punting, oftentimes when I punt, good things happen, like a turnover or the offense just gets stupid and goes straight 3 and out. We'll see. Almost another delay game. Keep that thing inbounds. A little longer, please. Inside the 20, though. That's inside the 10. All right. That's good. Looked like it went out of bounds much earlier. That's why our kicker / punter, he's doing both this year. That's why whoever we get, kicker or punter recruit next year, is going to be a full-time kicker, and this dude's going to be the punter. Or maybe we need a field goal guy who can kick the bombs. We need 48-plus yard field goals to win games. Punts. This guy we've got, Daniel, is more than good enough. 8-yard line, right? And then Reynolds, D. Reynolds, baby. Big boy holding it down. A D tackle. Nose tackle. 4-2-5 defense. Paying dividends so far. Dangerous pass play here in the end zone. Sean Williams chucks it. 3rd and 13. Might be onto something with the 4-2-5. Despite our secondary being absolute garbage, somehow putting an extra secondary defender out there has been positive. Screen to the flats, and he fucking gets a first. Not really a screen, but a short out to the flats. he somehow embarrasses Bone and gets past him for first, dude. That's the shit I'm talking about with this defense. And Bone is not an outside backer. He's a middle backer. It's, I mean, ridiculous to have their best wide receiver being guarded by a tight end or whatever, by a middle backer. But how did he get burnt? And then the safety didn't come up to help to even stop him from getting a 10-yard plus gain? Fuck, man. This is why we lose. This is why we lose. If you want to go back and figure out where all the losing starts, it's usually in a couple of third downs, just like that we let them convert. We could have had the ball back, probably in good field position. Now they're going to maybe potentially score, and they're definitely changing the field on us. So now, if we do even stop them to a punt, field position ain't going to be too special. I just get really scared with one safety high. Georgia's offense is kind of a little too erratic for me. They were starting to run and run and run, and then they started passing all the time. And then the QB run, I can't sell out to anything yet. One of these he's going to fumble it, or he's going to die. That's pretty much the end of it. Fumble or die, buddy. We're going to get you. We'll get you. We'll get you, Sean Williams. 4-2-5 is not working right now, that's for sure. And we're stuck in it. 2nd and 3. Possible run here. We're all loaded up for a run. Travis Dennis, defensive end, with the tackle. How is he not fumbled or died yet? He's just getting blown up. I was going to say, I felt like those hits that I got on him were pretty solid hits. And he just... no big deal, right? Guy's in fucking earning our respect, though. I think he's going to run it again. Nope. Maybe. How is he still standing up? Fuck you, game. It's the kind of bullshit I'm talking about. When that happens one of these times, when this happens one of these times and he ends up running that for a touchdown, after he gets fucking Houston 500 gangbanging back there, there's literally people from the crowd coming in and hitting him with beer bottles and shit, and he's still running. Fucking break the beer bottle and stab him next time. JK, just video game, like not real life violence. You know, Twitch bans for that shit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Why? Why did I decide to try? I thought there was a maybe possible running room there, get a little bit of something. It would have been a touchback. It would have been on the 20. If I had got the ball and ran it, it probably would have been somewhere near the 20. It was not worth it. There was no benefit to the risk. This is really bad. Georgia's offense doesn't look good so far. Outside of some blown coverage. Is T-Bone a fans created name? Yep. Yeah, if the game starts churning out players whose name is T, last name Bone, I think it's fucking like ascended to like it's now sentient. It's learning. Yeah, I haven't seen T-Bone in here for a bit. Wonder if that's because I stopped streaming my Saturday game days. That was the time I usually saw him. keep running it. This is the thing that has gotten Dickey where he is today, is just relentless running, smashing it, smash mouth football. And we come out here and try to get pretty and throw the ball. The interceptions start piling up. Getting ourselves in a hole to where we have to throw the ball just because time is starting to, you know, wane on us. Just all those things. What are we going to do when he's gone next year? Adam Washington, just so much of this offense. Look at him just fighting down the sideline too. That wasn't even me doing that. Like, once he caught the ball, I thought he was just gonna like get smashed out of bounds, so I took my hand off the controller. Maybe I should stop playing the game and let the computer display it. Alright, they might be catching on to the run. They're starting to stack the box, but that's an opening there. Why would you ever stop running the ball when you're getting 13 a pop? Only if your running back starts to get tired and you fear 4 fumbles, right? Let's really fuck with their head, run an option. This might be the end of it. Murphy might die right here, but it's worth it. It's worth a try. He crashes hard. Problem got a big block. Springs him for 7. Watch that. Boom. Was that Problem in there? That should have been the backup running back. I thought, no, I didn't change the formation. It was a problem. Nice block. Very nice. We do it again with the backup QB. This doesn't look good. This does not look good for an option here. So he hands it off instead and takes 15. Georgia in trouble. Dogs agree. Dog barking in disappointment with his brothers, the Bulldogs, losing here. Three yards, Problem wearing down a little bit. Needs a break, probably. There it is. Woof, woof. Predicting the future, man. You heard that one. I'll go on mute if they keep it up. Nice play to run on here, right up the middle. And they just crash from the outside. You just put your biggest, nastiest hog mollies in there at D-tackle, clog it up, and then everybody flanked us. Third and 8, forcing our hand with the pass. And they try for Problem again. He's short. Is this a field goal? Or do we go for the 3 yards? I mean, 4th and 22 like the last time when I punted it. This is a lot different than 4th and 3. But a field goal, I mean, field goal might be a difference maker. Only 4-man front there. Alright, let's hit Baker. Let's try to hit Baker on that corner. There he is, he's open. Just a second. I'm gonna go on mute for 1 second. I'm getting yelled at. Adam Washington getting it done there with the quick hook route. The amount of touchdowns we've ran for this year, maybe making them expect another run. But yeah, 4th and 3, when we saw Baker on that play, that I always try to run on plays like that, pass routes, like when I only need a few yards that give me an option. So like one dude was running a hook and another guy was running a little like cross, I think, or maybe not, and then that dude's running the corner over the top. This game definitely has some problems, like with the AI in terms of zone pass coverage. The safeties are just fucking stupid, it seems like. So if you get something across the middle like that, if you just lock on one receiver and watch them the whole time, you should be able to find them, get open. And I threw it like right as he went into the cut of his route. I'm surprised the game, like last game that I lost, there was like a couple plays where I threw it, and for whatever reason the dude didn't like even acknowledge the ball, and it just went straight like over his shoulder. And that was when Baldwin got benched. I don't know why it was happening. Could be some of our receivers are young and the awareness is low. I'm assuming that's what... If you think about real life and you're running a route, you don't always know when to look back at the quarterback. If he's in trouble and you're getting blitzed, you might throw it a little sooner sometimes. Real easy to have a ball come back and just hit you in the back of the head even. Fucking seen that a couple of times. Nonetheless, a short-lived lead here. Let's see if we can keep Georgia off the board again. ULM has done much better on the road this year, or playing at home, that's for sure. All right. 2nd and 5. The thing I've noticed is that the 4-2-5 uses a safety, or at least because I have one of my safeties on the cornerback depth chart. And so when they run the ball, Murphy is playing. I'm pretty sure that's... Wait, there's Murphy. Murphy in the 4-2-5 sometimes is on the line of scrimmage, and his ability to tackle on the run can be useful. Sean Williams, though, stealing these runs up the gut. Long story short, I'm not sure what I'm saying. And Quest Darrow with a nice open field tackle. We have not been doing that routinely, consistently the last few weeks. 2nd and 7. Let's try to stop them here, right on the doorstep of a possible field goal. This is the time to stop them, right here. This is the appropriate time. Henderson gets a sack. Some games they don't count those as sacks. This time it does. I'm not sure if it's an option. Maybe it doesn't call it a sack, but that was a design pass play that he was scrambling on. And the former linebacker, senior, gets one for the good guys. The only problem with the 4-2-5, and this is something to think about maybe next year when I don't have, well, next year our linebackers are all still going to be here, I think. But if you only have 2 good linebackers, 4-2-5 is a nice way to hide that. But Manson, one of our better linebackers, hasn't been in the game. It's been Herring and Bone in there. So 52 Manson is in. And 4th and 1, they're going to try for a field goal. Nice comfy amount of time to possibly get another touchdown before the half. George is on the board. 7-3. Do you think next season ULM gets better or worse? Seems like a lot of the offense are seniors. The offensive line between the recruits next year and DeMarco Williams at right guard, Vaughn, who's a redshirt freshman at right tackle, true freshman left tackle. The offensive line is definitely just coming into its own. We'd have no idea what's going to happen with the quarterback situation. That's going to get picked. No, Rivero comes back. Wide receivers are all super young, and the future is bright. Tight end is going to take a big step back. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. The tight end that will be playing, I forget his first name, but Henry is a pretty good receiving tight end. I don't think we'll drop off quite as much there, but Washington is a hell of a blocker. Like last year when we had him at wide receiver, he single-handedly got us like 3 or 4 touchdowns just because people would get outside and then he would block 1 or maybe 2 people and lock that down. Like that's irreplaceable. But Problem will be back. We've got a bunch of young running backs, recruits, and then McKinley is a redshirt freshman. He's not super fast, but he's the running back of the future. That's going to be fine. That's going to get picked. No. Some games that gets picked, but then that's Washington again. Did you see who was in the way that rubbed the defender? Right as Baker comes across. Washington sprung him for another 5 or 6, maybe 8 or 9 yards actually. Really just tight end and QB that will regress. Yeah, and Joe Cox, the one athlete that's probably a quarterback. I'm pretty sure he's a quarterback. We're going to convert him over. He's like a 90 throw power, which is higher than the quarterbacks we have right now. So I would not say it's a regression. He's faster. He's much faster than Murphy. He's faster than Baldwin. That's going to get picked. Nope. That's fine. A terrible pass at the right time. Murphy, you failed forward. But defense, this defense is like, it's a nightmare, but the defensive ends right now are the worst 2 starting defensive ends I've ever had at the same time. Like, one's an 80, one's like a 79. The outside backers, like, we have Bone playing outside backer, but he's actually a middle backer. Like, the outside backers are kind of thin. Manson is the stud. Fuck, I knew it. Fuck. I've made so many bad throws that we're going to get picked. I knew it was a matter of time. They gave me too many free ones. There was 2 guys there ready for that one. It was getting picked no matter what. But the defense is just this absolute perfect storm of shit. The team had a lot of older, like, garbage dudes that get redshirted in the secondary, and so, like, I had 5 guys that are all like upperclassmen. A couple of them are juniors, will be back next year, and they're not bad, but they're like 78s right now. So next year when they come back and they're like at 84, it's a huge jump just in the guys that are going to stay. And then I've got one cornerback recruit he's legit blue chip, but he's kind of slow. And then both of our safeties will be back, and they'll be high 80s. So there's no doubt in my mind that next year they'll be much better. But I don't have any speed. Like, cornerbacks, I think the fastest dude we have is a 92. The defense cannot get much worse. 100% correct. But it actually could get much worse. Like, if T-Bone, I think Herring's a junior too. Maybe I'm wrong. But Manson is a guy that I recruited. So if T-Bone and Manson were seniors and leaving, yeah, it could actually get worse. It's been weird. I don't like App State. I think team builder teams, I don't know if they have like a negative stigma. Like, when they start, they're fresh, right? Like, and I used App State the entire time that they've existed until I left. Oh my God, the safety missed that tackle so bad. But when I left App State, their like recruiting was automatic. I didn't have to do anything. And then I went to IU, and IU was 90 overall when I went there. It's just they were playing in the Big Ten. Like, the Big Ten, 90 sometimes isn't good enough. And so they were losing a lot there. And recruiting was amazing, though. Being close to Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, like, I pretty much had all the studs that I wanted every year. This team has, I don't know. I don't know if recruiting is harder because LSU and Georgia and Mississippi State and whatever, like, get all the good guys. I don't know if it's because ULM has been bad for so much longer than the other teams I was at. But IU hadn't won a fucking Big Ten conference, or they hadn't won a national championship, like, maybe ever, or since '67 or something on there. It's not like they've had a lot of success in recent years. But ULM, dude, every single bit. Look at that. You see how slow he is? Fuck. Every single aspect of this rebuild. Because remember when I went to them, they were also 0-12. They were so bad that the coaching offer and the coaching carousel didn't even show up until I think 90% of the teams filled their offense and defensive coordinators. I thought there were no more coach offers. We'd already talked about going back to App State for one more year. And I'm like, that'll be cool. It'll be the first time I've actually tried, running it back and defending a champion. Well, you know, I don't know. All told, with the Super 3 conference, this shitstorm of bad and slow cornerbacks that I kind of inherited, and I just haven't, because I look at the roster and I see I still have 5 or 6 of them. I didn't really urgently try to get corners last 2 seasons, and I'm fucking paying for it. But at other jobs, like when I was at App State, I could graduate a couple of corners, and then we ended up getting we got 2 of them the same year. Russell something, I can't remember. Hell, they might even still be there. There's Murphy's time to run. Oh, he fucking tried to stop and throw it to A. Washington was open. Just goes to show, all in or all out. Try to do both things. If you're going to run, just go with it. He probably would have got a few yards. So he gets none. But yeah, this rebuild, I have not had many stud running backs that want to come here either, and that might be because of the fucking offense we're running. We're supposed to be, you know, air raid, but the offensive line is young, and the offensive line is built to run. Everybody on this team had a higher run block rating than pass. So when it comes down to having to run the ball, we can win games. But throwing the ball, the defense is coming at us. We're giving up these big sacks. I'm a little bit afraid of what could happen here. This could be a fucking safety. I need fucking 19 yards. I don't know about all that. Alright, watch Baker if he gets deep somehow. Oh, are you kidding me? This is how Murphy gets benched. Fuck me, dude. How does he catch that? How does he pick that off? Tell me how. He turns his back and catches it like under, like he like caught it weird. I don't know. Nonetheless, Georgia maybe putting more points on the game, on the board. Not even looking pick, exactly. It just looked like he magically fucking like caught it in a kangaroo pouch. His body just became a pocket the ball went into. But that's another example of this quarterback, like quarterback situation, getting a new quarterback. Remember Joe Dixon? Remember that dude? And he transferred. We got to go check his stats at South Carolina. If that motherfucker was here right now, we're in the national championship. If he was still here with his 92 speed, running the option in the air raid, I'm in the natty. Instead, we're fucking throwing interceptions like at a record-breaking rate. Quest Darrell's getting pushed into the end zone after meeting him in the backfield, and we're embarrassed. We're embarrassed. Here we are again. We're getting embarrassed. That's the ugliest, fattest fucking dog I've ever seen. Where did that dog come from? Tell me that's a rescue. University of Georgia Puppy Mill. But yeah, this is the same story as most of the season. Offense can get it done at times. QB looks competent. That's the worst part. It's like either be good or be bad. Don't try to fool me and make me think you're good, and then you end up losing us football games. But here we are. Pick again? Are you kidding me? He can't throw the ball to the outside. Get it out the fucking hashes. Who's calling me? Go away. Can't throw the ball outside the goddamn hashes. Everything is right there for the taking. Couldn't build a cute dog. It's a geek game. I mean, it's like that dog just looked like it was like not properly taken care of. Looked more like a Shar-Pei or something. 3rd and 5. Somehow get a few yards there. Washington. Surprised that didn't get picked as well. Should have probably got picked when I fucking tried to sling it out there after waiting a little too long. McKinley gets some hands. This guy's gonna be all right. When Problem leaves, next year's his senior year. We still do have a year with him. I feel like next year's the year for the Natty. We gotta win that thing and get the fuck out of here. I want him to win the Natty this year, right now, this season, so I could start a new dynasty with the new 2020 rosters. But we're here. And this is not going to be a Natty season, I'm pretty certain. As crazy as everything was last year in the top 25 and the top 2 back and forth all season, and I think the team that got in did have 3 losses maybe. Wasn't it Mississippi State? We're 10-3. And they played against Navy, right? I'm looking for I have a list. I have a list somewhere. Wow, Murphy gets lit up. There it is. There it is. No, that's my wins. Those are my records. I gotta type it in. Yeah, Navy won it last year against Mississippi State, and it was weird. Dude, what are we doing? Clock management here. What the fuck? If you restart the dynasty, we'd be doing Super Conference again. I think I have to play at least 1 year before I can do it, right? Because I have to at least... fuck. I have to at least have a base... Well, no, I guess... The only reason I would want to do at least 1 season is because the game thinks it's 2013. And if I put the updated rosters in, it's technically like 2020, right? So I'd like to get the top 50 based on at least... Right, because if I go into a preseason and do the conference rearrange, I could carry the conference that I had. Like, I could just start with the way they are now in this season. I guess I could do that. Lay down. Timeout, timeout, timeout. Can we get a field goal here? That'd be all right. Oof, no. 34 yards. This is what I'm talking about. While we gotta get a blue chipper kicker. We've screwed around with the bad kicker and punter and letting walk-ons play. It's fun. I like to do it, but it's costing us games at this point. Hey, that's got a chance to get picked. Fuck. You serious? There's 3 of my guys there, and they just all scatter. Like the ball is a fucking bomb falling from a plane or something. Come on. Down 10. And they get the ball first. So defense hasn't been as bad, right? They only have one play where they just fucking completely disappeared. Some poor clock management on my part. We should have had a field goal there. It's like the biggest challenge, and I don't know, I'll ask you this. The biggest challenge with playing this season now, or the first season when I went here, or the first season when I went to Indiana, IU, is what am I even fucking playing for right now, right? I can't win a natty. Am I going to try and finish 10-3? And I mean, you have to win games to stay championship contender. It affects your recruiting. But at this point in the season, the recruiting is pretty much is what it is. It could get worse if I lose a bunch of games. But if I simulate, I'll probably win a couple. And just jump. Run to the corner store quick. Be pet. Catch the end. All right, bud. I've got some food downstairs. I might bring it up here and nibble it. My tummy is empty. I can smell it down there, and it's getting cold. I know it is. And I'm supposed to drink some beer, I guess. This game is forcing me whether I want to drink or not. Alright, down 10. Just get this shit over with. Look at Indiana winning, beating Ohio State just by 2, but they're championship quality looking right now. Championship. No points there at the end of that half was probably gonna. That's probably gonna be something that haunts us. The quarterback continuing to make these huge runs. At least they don't run a fucking no huddle. That was the thing about Southern Miss, is that we were just getting beat because of formation, defensive formations I was getting trapped in. I don't think the 4-2-2 is the answer here to our problems. I probably should run nickel a little bit more. I don't even know. Doesn't seem like anything is really stopping them at this point. Defensive ends, like I say, are really bad. We've already got a guy signed for next year who he's not redshirting, he's too good. We need him too bad. He's right off the bat coming in and going to be as good as these guys. So if we're not that good next year, you can at least say, well, it's all going to get better instead of worse. Cornerbacks will get better, but once we lose those seniors, it'll really probably be the guys that we're getting in this recruiting class that'll be ready, like, to step up as sophomores, and then Quest Darrow maybe. The safeties are going to be seniors, so we're going to be starting from scratch there. But I've got decent recruits coming in. Hopefully, fix that problem. Some Henderson on Henderson violence there. Running back in Henderson, the DN. Not too bad of a day so far for our defensive end. It's just the quarterback running by him a few times that he's gotten punked out pretty bad. And there it goes again. Stop him for 5. That's not terrible. What is that? Is he... Oh, 4th and 1? I don't think he was in bounds when he caught... I'm like, all of a sudden that just random guys coming back to the ball. And we stop them barely. Because they're not men who would go for it on 4th and 1. While they're on my side of the field. Absolute bonkers. But the few times that the game kicks a corner kick, coffin corner on us, it's at the 9. Right, run the ball. We've got time, plenty of time. Run the ball. Stay patient. This is what got us the first touchdown. This eliminates chances for turnovers and error. And Southern Miss did not stop LSU at all. I guess we should feel honored that we won that first game. We thought that was the sign of, like, future is now, that we're going to win the Natty. And then we have lost and gotten stopped by Miami another year. Yet another season of Miami beating us. Auburn beating us their first year, our second year in the Super 3. First year sharing a conference division with us. And then what else, right? Beyond that, we lost to Southern Miss. The 2 losses I thought we still might be able to bounce back from. We were still in the driver's seat for conference championship. But not after losing to Southern Miss. But maybe cementing their future in the Super Conference next year, which they'd be one of the few teams who's been in it all 4 years. When I did not think that they would. I thought, you know, there's the bad teams that come from the smaller conferences, like the WAC, or not the WAC, but the Mountain West and the Sun Belt. They would be constantly rotating, but Georgia State's also come in this season, their first year, and they beat Georgia, and they have survived still. Probably going to be in here next year. Third and 4. Dude, I gotta run the ball with this defense. 2-man front. Let's go. Get this first. Come on. Problem shut down after just 2. I don't know. Just 2 yards. Just 2 yards. Just 2 yards. A little ballsy, but at this point in the game, I don't know we have a choice. I mean, things have not worked well. We have to run the ball to score, and we're running out of time already. Third quarter coming halfway over. Yo, St. Breezes, what's up, bud? We're struggling here a little bit. A little bit. Oh my, he breaks the tackle. Just thank God he got rid of it. Murphy, 3 picks today have come up costly. Some time management issues at the end of the first probably stole us some points, a field goal at the least. And here we are. We down 7 to Georgia. Georgia's not having a great year, but we're not either anymore. There it is, though. First down. This game's not over. Still a chance to win. But how are we doing here? Happy Friday Eve. I don't usually like to play football when there's actual football to watch on TV, but here we are. I gotta go to bed a little earlier than normal because working again. Fuck, I got a 9 o'clock meeting. I haven't had any early meetings, and I'm a contractor, so I don't have work if I don't find work. But I also have a third interview, maybe the final one after that, so I'm gonna have to be on camera, make sure my eyes and shit aren't all bloodshot from staying up all night. Eyes hurt really bad lately. Just run it, Murphy. Just take it. Take what you can get. Oh shit, what play did I just call? Sitting trying, or hitting Y to try to hurry up. And, yikes. Let's go for it anyway. Picked. Pick 6, probably. Fucking keep running. God damn it. Just sitting here complaining about my eye, and I'm like wiping it. It's hurting like fuck. And make a big mistake. This probably is too much to come back from. 4 picks. That one definitely taking points off the board. We were moving. We took a lot of time. It's like almost, if we're going to get a pick, just throw it in the first play of the drive too, so we don't waste all that time. If we hold them to a field goal here, something can be managed possibly. But this does not look good. And we commit to the run and they throw a pass. That's all right. All right. 3rd and 3. Just one more play. Hold them to a field goal. And maybe something can be salvaged here. There's the run, and Reynolds can't fucking keep contained. Blame that directly on the defensive end that was missing in action. I didn't see him anywhere. Reynolds is not the defensive end. I don't know where the defensive end was. I have no idea where the defensive end was. That's not going to happen next year. We've already got our big time defensive end commit. Matt Davis, I think is his name. I don't know if it's any relation to him, but I think Tyler Davis, the other defensive end recruit we're looking at, might be anchoring the other end next year, and that's all going to be a much better spot than it is right now. This defense is the worst. 4 picks, dude. I'll take credit for at least one, but I don't know about... I know a couple of them were game just cheesing me. Dude made a stupid, like, turnaround. He's following in coverage, and he just turns around, is like, yoink, right into his arms. Like, not even looking. I don't know about that one. I didn't really have any... Oh, fucking Washington drops it. I didn't really have many options to do something different on a couple of them. A couple of the picks. But we also forgot to do our halftime refreshments and shit, and now we're running out of time in this game. Any chance of a comeback, it's gotta start. Okay, we'll take 7. Nowhere. He loses a yard. Fuck. Fourth and 4. Gotta go. Gotta roll the dice here. Rivera with the clutch catch. Finds a way to get open. Cheese it to Washington for 9. The offense can score here, but it doesn't really matter unless the defense comes out and does something. Defense can't just keep giving up points. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Something goes wrong with that handoff. I'm not sure, but Murphy still gets 3. Interesting. Almost fucks that up. Rivera can get open on the slant. Or Washington again. If they relax coverage on him and the safety doesn't jump it, I'm throwing it. We'll fucking fling it in there. We'd like to score before the quarter ends. That's kind of the goal right now. He doesn't throw it and takes a sack. That's kind of shit, man. Like, why? I'm hitting the button. Watch his arm move. Yep, RB. He just decides not to throw it. Not good. The backup tight end's in. Fresh legs. This guy's going to be alright next year as a receiver. It's just, will he be able to do any of the blocking that Washington's done? And finding a little bit of a rhythm here, maybe to get a touchdown. We're running out of time. Down 17, 3 possessions. Really felt like I needed to have a touchdown before the end of that quarter, but the clock never stopped, it seemed like. Old faithful there, Adam Washington. Second of the game. Now we're down by 10. That field goal that we could have got at the end of the first quarter, first half, I mean, looming large. And then the pick on the last drive we had while we were in field goal range. Stanford getting taken to the wire with Arizona State. Fourth quarter and they're losing. Texas A&M loses to New Mexico. We're going to have a whole bunch of people named Davis on this team next year. And that's okay. That's all right.
Tom, you know you got it all wrong. Eh?
Oh, Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say? Funny how? What? Just
And they run right into the shift, but still finds a yard.
maybe it's
Everybody on this team having to take him down.
funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make
Let
you
me change that.
I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how?
Shotgun pass here on 2nd and 9, Coach Stradamus says. Get some people over on this side of the field. Oh my, Reynolds is waiting on him. 2-yard loss. That's a hit that time. And I'll give credit to the Georgia quarterback hanging on to it and surviving. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 5, probably a punt. Defense comes out and makes a stop. A little bit of hope here. Down 10. Plenty of time. I think. Never enough time, really. Questero, can he get to the outside? Nope. But not terrible starting position.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to
The Georgia offense has not been great. The defense giving up some big plays, and then this turnovers that we just cannot recover from. Time to make the comeback. Let's do it. Let's try at least. Here we go. I'm trying to get a big chunk of it right away. Nobody's open, so I'm actually going backwards. God damn it. I think I need to change the music here. I'm just kind of listening to the same style of music over and over is not helping me. Shit, we're wasting time there too. The play clock's, game clock running. We're fucked. We are probably fucked. Rivero gets his man beat. Just keep running. This wide receiver core next year is going to be dangerous with David Baker another year. Rivero, Henry Hall. We've got Bradford. Super high recruit wide receiver possibly next year. Tally's there still with the speed. He's probably going to be buried at like 8th string. And then the one other wide receiver we've been looking hard at, who's got a 96 in speed. If he signs, Washington drops it again, just kind of sending him into fucking kamikaze mission there, catching that ball.
Shout out to my niggas counting drug money in baskets. Liberal when I scribble, but I'm thinking like a fascist. Challenging myself.
6 yards, but gets us set up so we can maybe get a first still. Make it a little easier. Baker Washington over on the right. Wow, how does that get batted down? Field goal?
And then the motherfucker, you know what the nigga do? The nigga wait till I get off at my stop, go pick up my motherfucking daughter, and the motherfucker go call the police on me and tell them that I punched him in the
Stay in bounds! Shit!
motherfucking stomach and knock the fucking wind out of him.
Fuck!
So I told police, I said, yo,
Dude, I don't understand what has gotten so hard about this game. Like, my offense can't fucking get it done. I don't know. I've always had problems with the interceptions, but I've been able to survive. And the defense being so bad, and then the offense just fucking it up at big times like this. And Temple saves the game, possibly. Is that his first pick of his life? Wow. Should just kick that fucking field goal, but now we get a chance to score a touchdown, maybe. Get past him! Washington's third touchdown! He broke Sledge, his old teammate's record for most receiving yards in a season, and that's still early in the year. It's only game 8. He's got probably 4 games guaranteed, maybe 5. If we get into a conference championship game, he might have 6 games still to come. But now the speed in which we were able to score there gets us maybe back on track. Maybe we back on track. Let's take a chance to enjoy that one for a second. Fucking tapped out. I felt like the game was over a few times, and now here we are. We're still in it, down just a field goal. And so, you know, here we go. Sod Ferris, get anything good at the corner store? Some beers. Smoke kush, wake up, and eat breakfast. Shit. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted here. Dude, 3 points. Can we come back? Can we get this done?
Yeah, now ever since I can remember, I've been living blue collar, searching for something, trying to make a few dollars. I was never too polished and never on the flawless. Them shorties used to tell me I needed a new stylist. When birthdays came, instead of selling me a promise, my mom was dead honest, like, yo, we ain't got it, better be a Rhodes Scholar, try to make it, son.
Fucking backhand handoff, and he's gone. Vincent Henderson starting to light it up. Puts him over 100. He's got 2 touchdowns. Looking good today. Watch for outside tackle run. Oh, oh, oh. And no one can get to the outside. Are you serious? Come on. This defense is just gross. Running the 4-2-5 has been probably a bad idea as well.
Straight and narrow as the flight of a sparrow. Stalking through the jungle, have you paro as a pharaoh with a bad toe. Seat up in a beat up Camaro. How you supposed to shoot for the moon with one arrow and no bow. Don't blow your hibachi. Look like a Ferrari, except it's only a
Alright, good sign. Just chucking it out of bounds. Sean Williams has beaten us today, but not really statistically. Doesn't show up. God dang it, why do I keep dumping shit? Why am I dumping shit? Oh, just get an interception, Manson. He's waiting so politely for the guy. He's waiting so politely for him to make the catch before he tackles him. It's not looking good here. In field goal range, there could extend this lead. We gotta get the fucking defense to stop. One more time. Come on. Watch the QB run. Watch the QB run. And that's the stop! Henderson almost got drugged for the ride. Will he go for it? No, thank God. And now we have a chance to win with a touchdown. We had this chance last game. Southern Miss, a touchdown would win it, a field goal would tie it, and then we fucking blew a big kickoff return after we got the tying field goal and ended up losing. That one seemed destined for overtime, and we fucked it. Oh my lord. Well, we survived for now. For now. Just taking a little breath here real quick. Commercial break. If you want to think about this as a real football game, I could throw a commercial up, but who cares? Trying to clean the pipe out a little bit.
Hello,
6 points. Here we go. Oh, they got the blocks I need. Baker! That's what I'm talking about. This kid's just a freshman. There's good things to come. There's the pick that where the guy just pissed me off. And the 23 is the same dude that got that pick. Coach Dickey is not happy. Not in a safe distance from Coach Dickey there. Murphy, if you even this touchdown to TD or touchdown to interception ratio and win this game by 1 point, I think Coach Dickey will fucking give you fellatio in the locker shower. Second and 1. Do we try to just grind the clock and we win by 1 point? It's come back to haunt me a couple times with these long drives and then a pick that fucking ends it and we don't have any time left to do something. Uh-oh, didn't throw it in time. Damn it. Why does it do that sometimes? I just immediately smashed A for the tight end. He's wide open at first. That's not good. Third and 8. Let's go. And he throws it too high. I do not like going for this here. I don't know about this call. I don't know about this call. It's him on the linebacker, and he does it! Fucking gets it! No one was open. I don't have many options there. I just fucking heaving it. Backers probably able to pick that off, but saves them some field position by not. Fuck. Absolute fucked. Lucky he stepped out there. Field goal range, all right. I sell out to the run and they still get 6. Nobody in the backfield. Just like nothing going on defense at all. 0. Enough. Fuck this. Are you serious? Fumble. He's got a fumble. Nothing. Nothing. What in the fuck? I don't know what happened on there. Everybody just laying on top of each other. Navy beats Army, you saw across the screen. And it looks like ULM might be getting beat as well. 6. It's almost better to just let them score at this point. Score fast, and I can possibly get them on a 3 and out with some timeouts. And maybe there's a chance here still. I think he stepped out back there, but like I said, time is better to maybe just let them have it. They're going to go for 2 to make it even 14. That's fun. That's fun.
Trying to make it through the struggle, niggas bubble in the jungle. Selling crack by the bundle, yo, these raps might hunt you like a cat in the jungle. Spitting lines off humble, make your whole team crumble. What the fuck made you fumble in the streets where they fuck you like the face of a demon? I was dead every evening, trapped in the eating, starving, never eating. Yo, I stay bleeding while you Jake stay trying to take freedom. I'm like just a brother trying to break even, moving through these odd days, watching every snake breathing, ready to deface the heathen at night. I'm like just trying to reshape the meaning of life. Flowing on mics, blowing you tights all for the earth. We living it worse, holding our life, ready to burst on the first, thinking he got it. Yo, the apple stay rotten. Stress rap, this supplies to where we rest at. NY City, full of nothing but stress cats that wanna test that flame of yours, but not ready when we aim the war. As absolute retaliation against all, for real.
No one wants to hang on to it. Nice, found it. Hell yeah. I'm trying to get NCAA March Madness 2010 too for play it more in my PlayStation 4 since been playing a little bit of Minecraft with my daughter. I haven't played my PlayStation probably for like 4 months. Hold on to the balls, motherfuckers, is all I ask, and we'll get this touchdown. This thing will look close. Will we get a chance to try to get that field goal? I don't know. Or, well, the other 5 points, I guess. Come back to it. That's game. Fuck me, man. Please be out of bounds. The 1 foot was in. I don't know. I think the 1 foot came down before the other one was out. Motherfucker, dude. Dude, this is like the worst season I've had ever. I thought last year might be like this year, when the first year in the new Super Conference, our team was only like at 80. This seems good enough. We should have fucking won. I blame this on Joe Dixon, man. He transferred out. Dick's out. Cox in. Next year in Cox we trust. Wait, you said you wanted, didn't you say when we get him, hopefully, well, he's already committed, so he's definitely there, that you wanted to be the quarterback? Be Sod Cox? Pretty catchy name. Sod Big Cox, quarterback. This can't be, season can't be any worse than this. Hummingbird style, 70 times in 1 second. Hummingbird style, 70 times in 1 second. Oh my god. I had the music go blast and I was ready to fucking do that, man. I felt like it was happening. Fuck, man. Game over. For real? Never going with the 4-2-5 defense again because it doesn't have Manson on the field. Our strength is having 3 linebackers out there. And probably run a 4-3 is what we should have been doing. And run a quarter. That's game. Could have been running quarters with backers in, but dude, we're 500, man. Even my first year with Indiana, I think I ended up getting 7-6. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Well, I was gonna play 2 games, but I lost, and because of that shit, I'm at least gonna stop, get something to eat. Like I said, I gotta get up, do that 9 o'clock meeting tomorrow too. So maybe be responsible. That fucking loss right there, that was ugly. Southern Miss putting 58 on us was one thing. This is a whole nother weird kind of not good self-defeat kind of thing. Five picks, bro. Can't throw 5 picks. Problem, too short of 100. I hopefully still got the recruit bonus. I think there was a couple of recruits here. Washington killing it as usual. Rivero had a nice 49-yarder. But look, he's a sophomore. He's an 84. Baker's a freshman. He's an 89. Henry, this guy's going to be receiving tight end next year. He'll probably be an 80 plus. McKinley's a freshman. He's already an 82. This guy, we got to get out of here. He's one of the old dudes that's just been around forever. Offensive line can do nothing but get better. Herring's gone, so Bone will be starting at his natural middle backer position. Jacobs is out. We'll get some more speed back there. Davis will be here. He's a 77. Henderson's gone. Darrell's only going to be a junior. He'll be probably an 85 plus. Temple's not great, but he'll be back. So we at least have 3 decent dudes who will be 80 plus. But this year, having 2 of them be in the 70s, this guy's just barely an 80. Travis Dennis, a 77 at D ends, just getting wrecked. He sucks. James Wilson, maybe he's a starter next year. I don't know. He might be starting now. I don't think he's a starter. He's going to be 1 more year. He'll probably be a 90 or so. He's starting to wreck games with 2 sacks today. He's not usually getting sacks. So Patrick Murphy, safety will be here next year. He'll probably be in the 90s maybe. This guy, whoever he is, he had a tackle. Kevin Jones won't be terrible. We've got a bunch of these dudes like this guy. He's like sophomore redshirt. He's a 74. By the time he's a senior, he'll be a quality 4th or 5th corner. But the problem is he's playing games now, and he's not a quality 4th or 5th corner. Marcus Williams is the future here. Offensive lineman going to be in the 90s. Henry Hall's a freshman. He's only an 82. I mean, like, Manson will be back for another 2 years with Bone. Like, there's all sorts of reasons to be optimistic, but this year something's just fucked. And a big part of it's because our kicker's a 74, and the fact that he's a better punter than he is a kicker. 37 yards with no return inside the 20. No 5-star kicker is going to do any better than that for 1 punt. I guess they could do a 50-yarder average, and it was inside the 20, but the end result's the same. The ball was inside the 20. Westero will be another year older. Just, yeah, doesn't feel good losing that one. I want to play another game, but at the same time, I need to go downstairs and eat. And if you are watching some other NFL, or not NFL, yeah, well, if we're watching NFL football, is Rabble Wrangler streaming that shit? I've been waiting to see Thursday night. We were talking to him about trying to get, remember his jingle for it. Yeah, there we go. Let's rate him. We only got 3 of us, but I appreciate you watching. We'll get out here more often, I promise. I'm so sorry that I'm not streaming as much. Yeah. NFL game is really good. So yeah, let's shut this thing down. We'll watch the second half. We'll send you to the Rabble Ringer. We'll watch it with him. Much love, bud. Everybody else here, thank you for hanging out. See you later.